Hey everybody, this is S. Anthony Thomas. This is the S. Anthony Thomas Show. This is going to be pop-in number 7. Unfortunately, I'm not home, won't be able to get home anytime soon, so I'm going to have to record this on the phone. So bear with me, and I apologize for the sound quality, but I want to get the podcast out on schedule. And what I want to talk about basically, like I said, this episode is pop-in number 7. You know, I'm watching the news, you're online, you're seeing all these rich people doing all these horrible things to poor people. You know what I'm talking about. And it amazes me how when you're really, really rich, you would think that a person that's really, really rich would be happy all the time, because I know I would be. If I was a multi-billionaire, I would change my name to S. Anthony Happy. Right? But just like alcohol, it reveals character. It tells people who you are, because some people like MacKenzie Scott, aka the lady that used to be married to Jeff Bezos, when she got her billions of dollars, what was the first thing she decided to do? She couldn't wait to help people. I mean, she's like, I don't need all this. I got enough for myself, and now I'm going to help society. It's an amazing thing. It's a beautiful thing to see. She couldn't wait to help people, because that's who Miss Scott is, most likely. Right? And then you have some other people, and they get the money. Now that I got the money, I'm messing up everybody. Everybody's gonna get it. It's revenge time. Yeah, there's a guy that cut me off in traffic in 1983. Got to destroy him. Hello, minions. Here's some money. Find the guy and tell me where he lives. Yeah, that's right. Crush him, destroy him. Oh, he became someone who's altruistic and is helping people. Well, that's okay. I say still crush him. Make it look like he cheated on his spouse. Make it look like he stole money. By the time they figure out that this all is set up, his life will be ruined. That's how some people are. And like I said, alcohol will do the same thing. I remember, I tend not to date ladies that do a lot of that, smoke or drink a lot. I tend not to. But one time I was with a lady who smoked a lot. She didn't drink a lot. She got drunk maybe like 3 or 4 times a year, like on holidays or something. And it was fine, I guess, because she didn't do it normally, right? And she only did it when she was with me, because she knew I did all the driving and I would drive her home, right? She didn't feel safe going around Manhattan like that to New York. She knew I was with her, her man was with her, and I'd get her home, no problem. Everything was cool. That's fine. Right? I didn't like it too much. I didn't like when she got drunk, but I was like, it's 3 or 4 times a year, and normally she doesn't get drunk. Fine. But this one time, I'm hanging out with her friends. We're running all over Manhattan, having a great time, right? I liked her friends. Her friends like me. You know how it is. You know how lucky it is when you got a beautiful lady, right? She doesn't get drunk all the time, maybe 3 or 4 times a year at the most, right? And her friends like you. Her friends literally like you so much, they contact you and ask you to hang out with them, even if she's out of town working or she's out of town visiting her family. They still want you to hang out with them. Oh, this is fantastic. It's great and incredible. Yeah. So I'm thinking life is good, right? Now, as it turns out, the lady I was seeing at the time, she was a little mean around the edges. She had a little bit of a mean streak, but I overlooked it. I'm going to be honest. I was a little shallow. How can I put it? She looked like happiness. She was delicious. Walking away, delicious. Walking towards me, also delicious. Unclothed, double delicious. Enclosed, still delicious. Sideways, delicious. She was delicious. So I overlooked the mean streak, right? Young men will do that. So I didn't notice it at first, or I did notice it once again, didn't care, look at her, yum, right? But like I said, alcohol will reveal character. And as it turns out, when she got drunk, she got tipsy. She didn't get blasted, but one time she got blasted. And oh no, we now know how she feels about everybody. We're at the table with her friends. They're drinking a little bit, but she's getting blasted. And I'm like, oh, what the hell's going on here? This is a little bit different, right? I'm going to jump off that story for a minute. I'm going to go to some of my friends. I have friends that get blasted every once in a while. Not anymore, but back then, right? And you could tell their character was revealed when they got blasted. I had some guys, they would get blasted and they want to fight everybody. Not us, but other people, which means they would get in trouble and we'd have to get them out of trouble. And we're looking at them like, man, every time we take you someplace, when you occasionally get blasted, you want to fight people, man, calm down. We had other friends, they would get drunk, love you, bro. You're the greatest, bro. And it was okay. It was kind of funny, right? But he wasn't trying to get into fist fights. And like I said, money reveals character, and so does alcohol, my friends. Back to a long time ago, back to the girlfriend, back to Manhattan. Like I said, she got blasted, and all of a sudden, it was almost as if there's a certain level of alcohol that goes in her stomach and it pushes a button. And that button is, I'm going to tell everybody how I really feel about them. Right? But because I was the one that was getting it on with her on a regular basis, I was her man, she was really mean to me, saying stuff that was mean for no reason. And her friends who were looking at her like, what are you doing? Why would you try to treat us like that? Why are you talking to us like that? Why are you being to us like that? They're trying to defend me. Her friends are defending me. Cool. Well, guess what happened after that? She began to. It was like, you ever see like those celebrity roasts where you go down the table and you say something playfully mean about the person, but everybody knows you really like them? Well, guess what? She said some stuff that was not playfully mean. It was double mean, right? She said some stuff about me that I'm looking at her like, I'm never going to forget what you said. That was horrible, inaccurate, untrue. And I'm glad the people are at this table know the things that you were saying are untrue, because if we were at a table of people that didn't know me, they would think I was a bad guy. But these people know better. And guess what else she did? She went one by one, blasting everyone, telling their secrets. Fortunately, I didn't have any secrets to tell, but those people did. And remember that time you did that? And she was saying, the person, you could see the pain and anger on each one of those person's faces. And she was moving methodically from right to left. And each person who was the next person up was going, oh God, she knows I did this and that. And remember when you did this and that, she blasted everybody at the table. And all of a sudden, instead of sitting at the table, having a wonderful dinner, laughing and joking and staying there for 2 hours, all of a sudden, everybody had already got their food. And the conversation around the table, there was no damn conversation around the table. All you heard was forks and knives clanking the plates a lot harder than they needed to. And she's sitting there smiling, not realizing she probably ended relationships at that night. And they're like, yeah, we gotta go. And I'm like, yeah. And they go, okay, ass, we'll see you later. I'm like, yeah. And I take her home. Right? Now, I told you she was delicious. And she was wearing a dress that made her look triple delicious. And she was drunk. And she says, hey, would you like to come upstairs with me? And I'm sitting there going, no. First of all, I don't get it on with drunk people. Right? I would never, even women I lived with, if they were drunk, I'm like, if you want me to get it on with you, I will wake up. If you don't have a hangover tomorrow, I'm going to give you some of that good deep business so good you think it's Christmas, but it's going to be tomorrow. It ain't going to be now while you're drunk. I know I have permission because we've been getting it on for several years or whatever, but still no, I'll see you tomorrow. But I wasn't going to do it with her anyway. I didn't want to do that, one, because she was drunk, and two, the stuff she said about me and the stuff she said about them. Oh, yeah. It was almost like it was a different human being, right? She woke up in the morning, reached over thinking I was going to be there because she assumed I was going to take her out, take her to dinner, have a great time, spend all night giving her that good deep business so good she thinks it's Christmas. And then she'd wake up in the morning and get some more good deep business. But she wasn't getting any good business. Business was closed. My you-know-what was nowhere near her because I wasn't even in the apartment. She calls me up. She's looking around. She goes, hey, did you have to you had to leave early for something? I'm like, no, I dropped you off, made sure you were safe, made sure you were in bed, I took your clothes off, I covered you up with the cover, and I got out of there. Well, what happened? And I explained what happened, and she tried to apologize. And I let her apologize. And the relationship only lasted another 6 months or so because I'm like, I'm not spending 50 years married to this person. Well, I wasn't married to her yet, obviously, we were just dating. But I'm not spending another 50 years of that, right? I couldn't look at her the same. She tried to call her friends, and they were all like, I'll talk to you later, click. And she called me back. Why is everybody mad at me? And then I basically did a live performance of what she did the night before. And she's on the other end of the phone going, oh, God. I said, oh, I didn't. Oh, no, I did not say, oh, I said that. Oh, God. I said, yeah, you did. Like I said, my relationship with her ended about 6 months after that. You know, I don't know how long it would have lasted had she not said that, but I was like, I can't even look at it the same. But I'm a dude. Of course, I got it on with her about, 6 months, about another 7,000 times before we broke up. I'm a dude, and she looked like that. I was shallow back then. Shut up. Back to the story. And I maintained friendships with her friends. But after a while, it was like, we kind of grew apart. I still see them every once in a while, and we're cool, but we're not all tight like that. I mean, it was almost like she dropped a grenade in the middle of the table and blew our friendships to death, right? So when I see these rich people and they do mean things, I say, man, the money is revealing who you really are. And just like alcohol and money, it reveals who you really are. I don't get drunk, and I don't have a lot of money. Not yet. I would like to have a lot of money. But I'm pretty sure even if I did have a lot of money, I would help people. And if I did get drunk, I would probably do nothing but tell jokes slowly. But just remember, my friends, if you have an opportunity to find out who the people around you really are, pay close attention. Pay close attention, because you're deciding by having these people around you the type of life you will have. And it's up to you. Right? By the way, I just drank 75 beers. I am now drunk. You guys are the best, bro. Love you, my listeners, bro. Okay, I'm not drunk, but I do like y'all. Okay, folks, this was a pop-in. Next week, I should be home, so I'll be able to make the podcast with my regular equipment. But I just wanted to keep on schedule. And much love to you all. I'll see you again next time. S. Anthony out.